What's going on, MK fans, and welcome back to a brand new episode on my channel. As always, I'm Jay, and guys, I'm sure many of you have already heard the news that we are going to be finally getting a reboot of the Mortal Kombat film franchise. This time we're going to have it helmed by James Wan himself, the man behind such things as Saw, Aquaman, and a whole slew of other films that he has directed and produced. Now guys, I am sure this is due in large part to the immense success of the Mortal Kombat franchise, especially the latest out of the past 3 entries from NetherRealm Studios, Mortal Kombat 11, which has been awe-inspiring, technically amazing, and visually awesome. Not to mention the story is the third in the line of very, very awesome stories for fans of the franchise like myself that have been enjoying it for quite some time. But I have to be honest, after really dwelling on this and letting this thought marinate, I really don't feel that excited anymore at the prospect of a rebooted Mortal Kombat film franchise. And because of that reason, I have 5 reasons why we don't need a Mortal Kombat reboot. So without further ado, let's kick things off with number 5. Video game movies just suck. Video game movies have never had a great track record of even coming close to being masterpieces. No matter where you look, especially nowadays, whenever they've tried to boot up a franchise using video game properties and adapting it, it has not really turned out that well. The only one that I really felt like I enjoyed in recent time was actually the Lara Croft one, and I haven't heard anything about the next film in that franchise. And then this leads me into my number 4 reason, lightning in a bottle. The first MK film is regarded as simply the best and greatest video game movie. Not because it was, again, a huge over-the-top masterpiece, but because it actually did very good with the characters, and a lot of fans of the franchise themselves actually enjoy it. Not only did it end up adapting the first 3 video games pretty well, but there were certain events and different castings and whatnot in the story of the first film that would inform the narrative and the canon going forward. And then, of course, right after that, we had a terrible movie in Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Number 3. Fatality no-no? Come on, guys, if we get a Mortal Kombat film, which I'm sure they're going to try and go balls out on the violence, you're going to be killing some fan-favorite characters and some main characters, which, if that's the case, there's no coming back. How are they going to bring back characters that have been killed off so deadly in the first rebooted film? Now, one could argue that in a case like Sub-Zero, you have the different versions of Sub-Zero, being one that's Bi-Han and then Kuai Liang and whatnot. But beyond that, what if you kill Kung Lao? What if you kill Liu Kang? What if you kill Johnny Cage? Are you going to bring them back? Because then, there's not really a feeling of any stakes or realism or awesomeness in the film, at least to that extent. And I know that there would be a lot of fans that would be pissed off if you killed their favorite character. I'm just saying. Number 2. We already got a reboot. Does anyone remember the Rebirth Mortal Kombat fan film or short film that came out a while back? And to be honest, what followed that were webisodes in the form of Mortal Kombat Legacy Season 1 and Mortal Kombat Legacy Season 2. Season 1 was free on Machinima and it was released every so often. And then Legacy Part 2 was a totally different storyline with different actors and whatnot that you had to pay for. You had to actually purchase that damn thing. I ended up buying this off of iTunes, and I can't tell you how pissed off I was that I wasted my money on this garbage. So, do we really want to go down that route again? I don't think so. And finally, the number 1 reason, we have the video games. When you look at the past 3 Mortal Kombat video games, the narrative has been so intensely strong, and the gameplay and the immersion has been so amazing that we don't even need a film. These are like mini movies that have been played each of the past 3 entries. We have gotten to a point where motion capture and face capture and the way that actors and the narrative and the story all culminate together in video games is so beyond what Hollywood can comprehend that they're even trying to get some Hollywood actors into their video games and whatnot, or actors are trying to get into video games as well. And guys, I just don't see a point of us having to make a movie when we are playing and living the movie constantly.
Finish him. Sub-Zero wins. Fatality.
Alright guys, well that's all the time that I have for today. Those have been my 5 reasons why we don't need a Mortal Kombat reboot, in my opinion. So what do you guys think about my top 5? Do you think I'm right on the money, or do you think I am dead wrong? Let me know down below. Give it a thumbs up, give it a thumbs down, whichever you want to. And if you liked the video, please make sure that you subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you hit that bell button. That way you never miss a moment of my content. But until next time, guys, I'm Jay. Take care. Bye.